In this video, we're going to look at the costs involved for your organisation if you want to become certified. Hi, I'm Andrew Thornhill. I'm the Director at IRM Systems, where we've got many decades of experience assisting companies develop management systems right through to certification. Keep watching, because towards the end I'll give you our #1 tip to get a cost-effective quote for your certification services. Moving to today's topic, looking at the cost. Now, there are some variables. It will depend on the size of your organisation, how many sites you want to have certified, and things like how many standards you want to be certified against will obviously affect the cost, as well as all certification bodies will classify your organisation from a risk perspective. If we're in a high-risk industry, they tend to quote a little bit more because they say they need a little bit more time on site. Moving on to #2, each certification body, to understand the kind of quotes they provide, I'm going to put the kind of fees they charge into two main categories: audit costs and other fees is what I'll call them. So let's start with those audit costs. Now, that is a cost they'll apply obviously for the audit days, the time auditors spend on site, as well as any associated travel fees that go along with that. In the other fees category tends to be a range of different fees and charges they apply. And unfortunately, certification bodies tend to give these fees and charges different names. So admin fees, application fees, annual fees, things like this is what I would call other fees. What our customers do find if they receive a couple of quotes, that they can be quite hard to compare because of the different terminology these audit bodies use around the fees, and they can actually vary quite a lot in price as well. Our key tip to get a quote you can understand is to ask for a quote over a 3-year audit cycle, right from stage 1 audit right through to your recertification audit in 3 years. That's inclusive of all costs, all of those audit costs, as well as all of those other fees. The second point we always emphasise to our customer is costs are not the only consideration. You want to go to your network, talk to other organisations that you know that are certified, get some feedback about the value the certification bodies are offering. It is an independent objective process, but how much they've helped those organisations improve over time, as well as some feedback on the approach of the auditors. You're looking for an auditor who will be business focused, works well with your people. Just as a bit of background, we do see, I mentioned earlier, we do see variation in the quotes our customers receive. I'll give you one example: a small construction company based in one city, very small, only about 8 people in the office, 2 to 3 project sites at any one time. They got 3 quotes over that 3-year audit cycle from a number of audit bodies. What varied most was actually the audit duration. So they were getting quotes from anywhere from $24,000, $25,000 right up to $35,000. Now, #1, that demonstrates the value of getting several different quotes. And it was an interesting variation because all of the audit bodies work to guidelines around setting audit durations that are set by the accreditation body above them. Now, coming back to our #1 kind of tip, how do we get the best quote that we can, is certification bodies can apply a number of discounts. So #1, they can apply a multi-site sampling discount. And what that means, if we've got 5 or 6 sites, those sites are performing largely the same activities, the audit body does not need to, under the rules, visit every site every time. That can lead to substantial audit savings. #2, yes, they can apply a discount if you've got an integrated management system. So if we're seeking certification for quality and food safety and environment, all in an integrated system, then the duration quoted can be less than it would be for those systems to be audited individually. Another discount that can and should be applied is for, they call it effective employee number discount. And as an example, if we've got a warehouse, 40 staff in the warehouse operations performing largely the same activities, then yes, they can apply a little bit of a duration discount there. They don't have to audit every single staff member in that, in the distribution centre, for example. #4, and it's more of an emerging one, it's reasonably new. There are some guidelines that certification bodies have been advised of around remote auditing, and those guidelines say that yes, certification bodies can do remote audits. They need to evaluate the risks and opportunities in delivering your audit that way, but if the risks can be managed, then there is no reason that it can't be done that way. We do find in practice some certification bodies are a little bit resistant to that. It may be not what your organisation wants either, but yes, if we're an organisation, I mean Australia where I'm based, a large country, if we've got a wide range, 20 or 30 sites spread right across the country, then remote auditing could be a really good, not just cost saving, but a really good way of doing the audit as well. Thanks for watching. We recommend you subscribe. In our previous videos, we've already covered, how do we get certification and what is certification to assist you on your journey.